From Masha getting another revamp to a new skin series, a new patch is here in the advanced server. And are we seeing a new background on heroes? Hi guys, Kazuki here, and in this video we are going to check on the new patch note 2.1.76 which is live in the advanced server. Let's start with the biggest highlight of this patch, Masha's full revamp. I lost count for how many times she got revamped. Masha is no longer just a split push machine or burst assassin. Now she is designed as a full-on berserker build for long fights and high skill gameplay. Her passive still keeps the 3 HP bars, so yeah, she is still annoying to kill, but now she gains fury whenever she deals damage. And that fury converts into HP when she is out of combat. So she basically heals up between fights without even recalling. Here's where it gets interesting. Every time Masha deals damage, she leaves a wound on enemies. If she attacks from the direction of that wound, she breaks it, dealing extra damage and healing herself. And if she breaks 3 wounds in a row, boom, she enters feral state. This gives her massive resilience, attack speed and movement speed. And during this state, every attack counts as breaking a wound, which means non-stop damage and sustain. Her skills are also more aggressive now. Skill 1 sends out a forward swipe that deals damage and slow enemies. Skill 2 lets her dash and enhances her next basic attack, releasing a shockwave. And her ultimate is a direct engage tool. She jumps at the target, stuns them and knocks back nearby enemies. Overall, this version of Masha is a way more skill based and deadly in extended fights. Before moving on, guys, these are our winners of the 25 epic skin giveaway. I'm happy to say that the first phase is over and we are now moving to the second phase, which means more 25 skins are coming for you. So hurry up and subscribe not to miss this. Alright, let's move on to the hero adjustments. Pakito is getting buffed. They are pushing him more into high skill fighter with better lane control and scaling. First, his passive no longer reduces his basic attack damage, which is already a nice boost. His enhanced skill now deals extra damage from minions, scaling from 10% to 40%, so clearing waves is much faster. And here's the big one, using enhanced skills now gives him damage reduction for 1.2 seconds. So not only is he mobile, he's tankier during combos too. Skill 1 is also easier to trigger now. It gives a shield when hitting any enemy, not just heroes or creeps. Pakito is basically becoming stronger in both laning and team fights. Legendary. Next up is Marcel getting some adjustments. They are reducing his annoying crowd control but giving him more room for skill expression. His base states are buffed, so he's tankier early game, but his scaling is reduced, so he doesn't get out of control late. Big changes in his passive, he can now partially benefit from attack speed again. And he now gains 300% HP regen out of combat, which is huge for sustain. Skill 1 loses its immobilize, but the slow is increased heavily to 60%. And the damage scaling is much higher now, so less CC but way more damage and survivability. Now a quick but important buff for Balladic. His skill 1 delay is reduced for 1 second to 0.8 seconds. That might sound small, but it actually makes his taunt much easier to land in real fights. Now let's talk about Saber, and this is a big shift. They are moving him away from just one shot and done. His base states are buffed, making him tankier and more suitable for fighter builds. Skill 1 now has better sustain damage potential and lower mana cost, but slightly longer cooldown. Also, hitting enemies with orbiting swords now reduces both skill 1 and skill 2 cooldowns. So instead of just bursting, Saber can now stay in fights longer. Even his ultimate damage is buffed, it now has less scaling but higher base damage, meaning more consistent output, less reliance on full combo one-shots. Now Chao is getting buffs. First, his basic attack range is increased, making him easier to play in lane. Skill 1 is smoother now, you can instantly basic attack after using it, which makes combos way faster now. And his ultimate now scales better into late game with higher damage and reduced cooldown at maximum level. They also slightly reduce the knockback distance in the second phase, so you can follow up immediately. Looks like it's a 10th anniversary skin buff. Freya gets it, her early and mid game sustain is reduced. Her ultimate now gives way less HP regen at early levels, dropping from 40 down to just 10, so she won't dominate early fights as hard anymore. Harley also gets nerfed. His skill 1 base damage per card is reduced, which directly lowers his burst in mid-game. Hilda gets a mixed adjustment, more of a nerf. Her damage is reduced early, but her durability is increased. Her skill 1 shield is stronger now, but skill 2 deals less damage. So she is less bursty but more tanky. Same direction for Kali. His skill 1 damage is nerfed, especially early game, but the damage to minions is increased gradually to 60% to 85%. And his skill 2 cooldown is reduced, meaning more sustain and utility. Carmilla is seeing a buff here. Her skill 1 damage is increased, making her more threatening early game. Base damage increased to 100 to 150. And her passive scaling is improved, so she gains more defense in fights over time. Baldman also get a rework style adjustment. His passive now heals both on kills and assists, but for a lower amount of 10% maximum HP. The big change, his defense reduction effect is moved to skill 2. Now every hit reduces enemies' physical defense by up to 8 states. This makes it way easier to apply during fights. They have removed the effect where hitting the same enemy increases subsequent damage. Not only that, but his damage bonus also changed to 20% of the total physical attack, and now it cannot crit. Minotaur gets more damage overall. His skill 1 hits harder and his enhanced basic attack scales better with HP. So tanky but also now more threatening. Kufra gets a simple buff. His enhanced basic attack deals extra damage now, better early pressure. Lolita gets an interesting change. Her skill 1 cooldown is reduced, so she can engage more often. But her shield now deflects only 50% of the projectile damage instead of 100%. So less anti-marksman power but more offensive play. And finally, Atlas. His skill 1 cooldown is now fixed at 4.5 seconds at all levels, meaning more frequent damage and better early game pressure. Now moving on to battlefield adjustment. First, we have got a small test update for Nowhere to Hide. They have adjusted the position of some pickable crystals. This is mainly for testing and data collection. So don't expect huge gameplay impact yet, but it could affect vision control and rotation slightly, depending on the final version. Now here's a more important change, roaming blazing. The developers are targeting damaged roamers who try to sneak in extra gold for themselves. Previously, roamers could still farm a bit after the early game, but now the penalty duration is increased. If you are alone, you will receive reduced gold from minions and creeps for 8 minutes instead of 5 minutes. So yeah, roamers, stop stealing farm, the system is watching you now. Next, Dire Head adjustment. This one actually a buff. The extra damage from Dire Head can now be triggered by both basic attacks and skills. So heroes with skill-based poke or burst will benefit way more from this. Expect more flexibility in how roamer deals damage. And finally, UI optimization for Resplendent skins. During the pick and bend phase, if someone locks in a Resplendent skin, everyone in the match can instantly see its visual effects. Plus, different dragon shards colors will also different exclusive effects. So yeah, more flex, more style, and everyone gets to see it before the game even starts. Alright, moving on to other adjustments. First up, it looks like we have a new skin tag called the Epic Kishin. Could this be new sub-series of Kishin Densetsu? Time will only tell. Now these are some new emotes also. And it seems like 2 of these are from the historic skin survey. Right now we are seeing emotes for Claude and Lunox. Then there is a new dynamic avatar which can be used in avatar border. Alright, now let's move on to splash arts. We finally have the splash art of the skins from the China server. This could indicate that all these skins will be released globally sooner or later. Next, there has been a change in a background for heroes from Scarlet Shadow. And yes, it looks way better now. So guys, these were updates from patch note 2.1.76. Tell me which one you like it. Is it the Revamp Masha or the new skin series? Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So that will be all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Keep supporting Kazuki Official.